Lesson 17, Singular and Plural. Okay, this lesson is very simple. Singular simply means that there's one of something, and plural means that there is more than one of something. Plural could mean there's two of something, or three, or really any number, as long as it's more than one. So in our book here, Getting Started with Spanish, we've tried to make the book very user-friendly and very simple for anyone really to use. So just to raise your awareness of different grammatical issues, such as singular and plural, we put in lessons like this just to make sure that we've covered all the bases and that we're not leaving anything out that might be useful to someone who hasn't studied a language before. So here in Lesson 17, we simply take a moment to explore singular and plural. So let's take a look at our exercises here. Your task here in the exercises is to look at the underlined word and figure out if it's singular or plural. In number 1, the underlined word is the word cats. Of course, that is plural because we can see it's talking about 3 cats, and there's an S on the end of the word cats. In number 2, we have the word book. Obviously, that is singular because we are just talking about one book. If it were plural, the sentence would say, "Hand me those books," or something of that nature. In number 3, we have the word deer, and the word deer is somewhat unique in that it's the same if it's singular and plural. So the word deer could refer to one deer, or it could refer to multiple deer. So number 3 is a little bit of a trick question, and of course we'll see the word deer again in number 7. But number 3 is an example of a sentence where you have to really look at the context to determine if the word deer is singular or plural. And the sentence reads, "I saw a deer in the woods." Therefore, we can tell that the sentence is just talking about one deer. So the answer to number 3 is singular. In number 4, we have a similar situation because the word fish is the same whether it's singular or plural. You could have one fish or two fish. So in this one, we really need to look at the context. And the sentence says, "I want to catch a fish." So clearly we can see that here the word fish is just referring to one fish. So the answer to number 4 would be singular. In number 5, we have the word cars. We can see that it's many cars. So obviously the answer there is plural. In number 6, I've tried to be a little bit tricky. We have a pair of pants. Of course, the word pants is plural, but the underlined word, the word that you have to analyze, actually is singular. It's one pair of pants. So the answer for number 6 is singular. In number 7, we have the word deer again, except this time it's plural. Since the word deer is the same if it's singular or plural, we have to look at the context. And we can tell by looking at the verb are that the word deer is plural. The sentence says, "The deer are eating all of my plants." Because the verb is plural, we know that the word deer is plural as well because it has to agree with the verb are. If the word deer were going to be singular in this sentence, then the verb would be is. And the sentence would say, "The deer is eating all of my plants." So in number 7, we have to look at the context to figure out if the word deer is singular or plural, and specifically we had to look at the verb, in this case the word are. In number 8, we have the word cookies. Obviously that is plural. In number 9, we have the word fish again. This is somewhat of a tricky one. We have to look at the context because the word fish is the same if it's singular or plural. So as we examine the context, we see that the sentence reads, "The fish are." And the word are, that verb is plural, so that tells us that the word fish is plural as well. If the word fish were singular, then it would say the fish is in the fish bowl. So by looking at the verb are, we're able to discern that fish is indeed plural. So the answer for number 9 is plural. In number 10, we painted the wrong house. Obviously, the word house here is singular.